The spring is the perfect time to refresh your life and habits, and that includes your spending habits. Joining us now with the top consumer tips to help you save money is Senior Director of Content Operations from BestReviews.com, Jacob Palmer, on the couch today. Hey, Jacob, how are you?
Well, this is a fun change. And,
yes.
you know, so much when people find out what I do for a business, you know, when I'm here, a lot of the times I talk about what to buy.
Yeah.
But so much that people are curious about is like, how do they shop? How do you save as much money as possible?
Yeah.
I have been doing this since 2018, trying to make sure people never waste money. And so this is a really exciting one. I hope to be able to educate people, make sure that they are making the best decisions they possibly can.
Okay, well, I'm excited for you to educate me, Jacob, because I'm a bad spender. I'm not good at planning it out, and I spend too much. So what should I do? Where do I start?
Well, that's a perfect place to start, because I think that my first answer here is going to help you out specifically quite a bit, which is stop being impulsive.
Okay.
You know, you got to make a plan. It's kind of that rule where if you know you want something, make sure you want it for a set period of time.
Okay.
So it comes in your mind, you think, well, I want this thing. Give yourself a week.
Okay.
And to start, give yourself a week. After, if you don't need it on a fast timeline, give yourself a month. If you still want it after that week or that month, then you really are going to need it. And what you can do during that interim period of that week or that month is do the research. So figure out what are the brands that really are in that space, what are the features that you're looking for, and then where does it come in terms of the price spectrum. And when you do that, what you're able to do is when you see it at a good price, you're then able to jump at it. And you'll know, okay, I didn't waste any money. And a lot of the times there's a lot of kind of trickery going on out there where they'll say it's marked down, but the best way to do it is to trust your eyes and be able to see, okay, I researched it and it said $75, I'm seeing it for $60, now is the time to go.
Okay, perfect. And it just depends, I know what you're buying, you know, when should you buy things? Do we know if there are certain times that are better to buy certain products?
Yes, that's a great question. And again, when it comes to shopping and spending your money, you are so benefited by being patient. The best way to illustrate that is off-season shopping trends. And so, you know, I think we've heard about this, of the best time to buy a winter coat is right after the winter finishes. So right now, if you need to buy stuff for winter, it's going to be a good time to look for that. Because all of these sellers are getting that inventory out and they're bringing their spring and summer inventory in. So to be able to make that exchange, they got to mark it down and be able to do that fast. So that's a great one as well. And, you know, basically the real cost of that is you have to be able to store it. And I know around here especially, storage is at an absolute premium. But if you can figure out a way to organize and maximize your space, then you're able to make sure that you can buy at the absolute right time. I love to tell people to buy the grill in October or November because they're desperately trying to get those off of the floor, and you can find it, and the technology for something like that doesn't change too much year over year.
Yep, I just bought a ski suit actually for like 200 bucks off, so that's a good point. I didn't even think about why it was so cheap right then. Okay, awesome. Now, I know that like Amazon just had their big spring sale. We just talked about it a couple weeks ago with you. How do you know when what you want will be on sale? How do you tell?
So I'm starting to realize that I'm going to be a little bit of a broken record. Patience, patience, patience. So if you're not buying on the off-season trends and you are thought through, and you know, we're building a story here. So you've thought through, you're not buying the off-season trends, wait till the next big shopping event. The Amazon Big Spring Sale was a great example of that because that is the first window that you have after the holiday for you to be able to jump at the best prices. The next one that's coming up is going to be Prime Day. The one after that is going to be Thanksgiving. So if you can figure out how do I track and save all of my big ticket purchases for these windows, you're going to be able to save money over the long term, and that's a great way to be able to do it. So, you know, a lot of the times, especially when we're talking about buying a new pair of headphones or an iPad or a piece of technology like that, are you really needing that immediately, this second? If so, then make your decision, you know, make your decision thusly and shop around. But if not, hold on, because you're going to find it, because what you'll also see during those shopping periods, even if you aren't the biggest Amazon fan, what Best Buy will do, what Target, Walmart will do, is they will also roll down their prices so that they can compete. So even though it is maybe Amazon's first or even Walmart's first, Amazon, vice versa, whoever, will end up making sure that they're price matching, and so you'll be able to find it. So there are these little windows throughout the year where it is the right time to buy.
Okay, wonderful. And I know there are add-ons that people can put even on their computer to make sure they're getting the best price, maybe the discounted price. What are some of those? What can people do?
Yeah, so there are price alerts, and a lot of the times what I like to recommend doing is doing a price alert directly from the retailer if you can find it, because those are fairly consistent and reliable. Another great way to get into that, though, is to follow the brand directly.
Okay.
So what you'll learn from that, the example that I like to use here is my brother and sister-in-law are getting ready to welcome their first son into the world. So we've been talking to my sister-in-law about how do you outfit the nursery without spending it's like an incalculable amount of money. And so how do you do all of that? And so we told her, you need to follow this brand for the baby camera. Nanit is the one we like. You want to follow this brand for the bassinet. And then this one for you know, the furniture. So Pottery Barn's Kids for the furniture. By getting those set up and looking at all of those, you'll be able to see when are they being opportunistic and doing a flash sale or doing something along those lines. And so not only can you find the specific product and tell them, alert me when this is at a good price, but you can also follow the brand writ large and be able to make sure that you're getting everything you need from that sale, even if it's a flash sale or something that even, you know, somebody in my position wouldn't be able to predict.
Okay, wonderful. Great to know. Now, I know that a lot of people want to put these big purchases on their credit card because they can pay it off over time and they can earn points while they do it. Best takes on credit cards, what do you do?
Yes, so this is one of my absolute favorites because it's kind of like the expert level saver mode. So again, you're going to have to think about it. You're going to have to be deliberate. And what you need to do is you need to go into the terms and conditions of all of your credit cards, Rachel, and it's a lot of text there.
It's a lot.
But if you find what they're incentivizing you to do, what you're able to do with that is say, okay, I'm going to put all of my groceries on my Visa, and then I'm going to put all of my home shopping onto my MasterCard, because they're incentivized, whether it's cash back, whether it's double points, or whatever it is. And then at the end of the day, all those things that you're going to have to buy anyway. You know, again, I'll use the parenting example. You need diapers, you need wipes, you need clothes. All those things you're going to have to buy. Why not keep accumulating all of that and then end up being able to take a family vacation at the end of it?
Yes, so true. Love to save money. Jacob, thank you so much for all the expert advice.
And thanks so much for having me.